Hello everybody and welcome to part 8 of the Super Castlevania 4 LP. In this stage, we travel through the dungeon. I think it's the dungeon. It certainly looks like a dungeon. And I'd say this is my least favorite stage in the game, right next to stage number 3. As far as enemies are concerned, you've got your typical enemies you might find in a dungeon. There are your spiders, as well as many axe knights, and there's also poison dropping from the ceiling, which I know for a fact that poison does hurt you. Also got your eyeball creatures dropping whatever on you, never good. You got your bone pillars as always, but the difficulty with this stage lies in the platforming, because there's some sections which are, and some sections later in the stage, which are kind of iffy in my book. But right here, it is advantageous to jump on top of the spikes that are trying to crush you in order to get a higher viewpoint. I think you have to do it for this section, if I recall correctly. Wait for these double-sided spike barriers to go down, and then jump over. At this point, you'll fare easier with these stages if you know the enemy layout. If you don't know the enemy layout, these stages are going to beat you bad. But if you know them well, you can get through them. It's not that hard. But for a new-time player, these stages will be tough. They were tough for me when I was a kid, and even if you're an adult now, it could be difficult for you. It's a possibility. And if that swinging platform slash spike, I don't know what to call it, if that touches you, the bottom side, it will kill you. So do not touch it. That's my advice to you, I guess. And always take into account the timing for those falling spike things, because you don't want to die instantly. And that item I just collected there, I forgot to mention it in the earlier part. If you grab it, all enemies on the screen will die. I believe it is called a rosary. Correct me if I am incorrect. And if you fall in that, no, if you don't, or if you do fall in that acid pit, you won't die. I thought you did, but you don't. And it's also beneficial to know where all the pork chops are located, because if you can have more health, then you're gonna survive longer. That's a good general rule. If you have health, you're gonna survive. This section is quite reminiscent of the section in stage 7, if I recall. If you see on the stairs, there's a miscolored section. By hitting that, it will destroy it. It doesn't have much purpose, but you know, just thought I'd tell you. There's more Medusa heads in this section. Always a pain. And you gotta maneuver past these double spike barriers, or you will die. I've died in this part quite a few times, as a kid and now. In my, no, never mind. I thought I was gonna die right here, because I never get past this thing without dying. It sounds dumb and it looks really easy, but I just always died. I can't tell you why. It just happened. I don't know. Anyway, this is the part I was talking about. It's a little finicky in my book. First, you gotta get past this without getting hit. That's fine. But this section up here is where I think it's kind of cheap. It's with the disappearing and reappearing platforms, and I hate them in the Mega Man universe, and well, I don't like them in the Castlevania universe, let's say. One day I'm gonna do a Mega Man game with reappearing and disappearing blocks, and I'm gonna die so much there. You know what? I'm probably gonna end up doing a challenge with the classic Mega Mans, and I bet you I'll lose more attempts to disappearing and reappearing blocks than, you know, anything else in the game. I'll lose like 100 plus on reappearing and disappearing blocks. I know it. The minute I try to do one of those, that's what's gonna happen. Right here, this is the reappearing and disappearing block. I don't know if they have some sort of pattern. I don't think they do, but I just I just try to get past as quickly as possible. And here is our boss. It is the creature. And my advice for when you face the creature, go on this platform right here, wait for him to get close to you and whip him. If you have the cross, throw a bunch of them over there because he will die really quickly, as I just demonstrated right there. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I will see you guys in part number 9. See ya.